Hello, this is a walkthrough of my James Bond collection. I've been collecting movie toys and movie related stuff for quite a long time actually. I have a Star Wars room and a lot of retro toys and stuff. And yeah, now this is the Bond room. And it's been actually lately my main kind of area of collecting. And it started with toys actually. So it started with these kind of old corgi toys and I also collected from toys from other movies, but these are now the Bond ones. And then I got the prop, and the first prop I got was this one. I got it as a gift. Let's see if I do this. Yeah. So I got this as a gift from people working at Ericsson, and it's one of these that they used for the movies and also for promotion, and it's probably my most valuable item, and that kind of inspired me then to start collecting more props and stuff. And so there aren't any real guns. The watches here in the collection are also replicas. I do have real Omegas, so I think Omega has gotten enough money from me, so I dare to have a few fakes also. I'm a huge Roger Moore fan, so it's a lot of Moore related stuff. And some things I've bought, some things are real kind of production things, licensed things, some I have built myself, and some are things that I've bought made by other collectors and makers. So I can start with the first thing I actually built, and it was this Moonraker Moonraker space shuttle. And that it's made out of a kind of styrofoam kind of material. I don't have a garage with a lot of tools, so I have to use materials I can build with by the kitchen table. So that makes it a little bit different than other prop builders. This I also made. It's made out of the same material that we use in Finland when isolating houses. So it's kind of a foamy thingy, but really light, and it's kind of relatively easy to work with. And then this one was maybe the most difficult to build, because here I also have to do some like glass curving, and I also did Roger Moore a kind of clay figure out of him. And this is probably the item I would take with me if the house was burning and I only had time for one item, and after that I would take the family. And so yeah, then I bought some stuff. This is familiar to everyone, the Golden Gun, this edition with the autographs of Christopher Lee and Roger Moore. Then I bought the Moonraker Gun. They had these crew jackets in the movie For Your Eyes Only, which was the first Bond I saw, and it's my favorite still. And I got one of these crew jackets, and on the inside pocket, I also have Roger Moore's autograph. Let's see if I can zoom in now. I have to put the camera down for a second, like that. So yeah, there's Roger Moore's autograph, so that's quite nice. And this is actually Julian Glover's jacket that he got for the movie, so I don't have Roger Moore's jacket. I don't know who has it. Then I have posters and stuff. Many of these are then the Finnish editions, so it has the Finnish text and the Swedish text. This is the last thing I bought now from. I actually have a review of this. You can check it out. It's the cane from Spectre, and I think it's a very, very nice, beautiful item. So That's made by Factory Entertainment. Then there's some stuff that that my friends have built. These from A View to a Kill. Then some things I've built myself. So this is a 3D printed and then made out of some kind of resin. So you can order these kind of guns, and then you just have to sand them down and paint them and stuff like that. So that's quite fun to do. Then this one I built myself. It's the boat from Moonraker, and I think it's quite a nice boat, actually, really beautiful. And I had to order this sparkling color that it had. And this is the hang glider that comes off then at the waterfall. So yeah, they're all made of these really kind of easy materials that I've kind of built it out of some kind of foam board, or then this styrofoam kind of material, and then put filler and then sand and stuff like that. So yeah, this is some Moonraker gear. This is home built. It's not as well built as when professional prop builders do it, or more skillful prop builders, but it's still, I think it's quite fun looking. That one is the timing gun, what do you call it, which I found, and it's the same exactly that they've used in the movies. I've changed it a little bit. When there are some parts that I don't like, that I look too crappy, then I actually do modify them a little bit, like this logo. I've remade this, and I actually made the font, used the same font, but made nicer spacings and stuff like that. So sometimes I do improve things just because it annoys me if it's bad design. I'm a graphic designer, so I kind of want it to look good. And this was the latest thing I bought, and this was quite fun to build. It's the gun from GoldenEye, the Python gun, and I tracked down the actual base, the gun itself. It's a gun from it's actually a splatter gun from the early 90s, a paintball gun, yeah. So then I just built all these, and I don't have 3D printers, so I kind of used clay and something else to build some details. It's not clay, but some kind of material that my daughter uses when she's doing stuff. And yeah, and this here's a stand, and this comes off. It's attached with a magnet, so it comes off. And yeah, I mean, you could do it even better with 3D printing parts. There's some details I couldn't do, but I think it's still a nice piece. And there's something fun about this thing, walking around in shops and hunting for some parts that look like I could use them instead of just 3D printing. There's something fun in that hunt going on. Also built this this other Moonraker gun, because there were some promotional photos where they had a black gun that was smaller, and I've seen some museum pictures or something, so I built a kind of a similar looking one, just bought from eBay, and a cheap plastic Uzi gun, and then made these parts that are supposed to be there. So then I have this ridiculous thing, which I think is quite fun. It's the boat from A View to a Kill, and the iceberg boat. And it was really actually fast to build, because you don't have to sand down anything. And it was mostly just building the base out of some kind of foam board, and then covering it with filler, and that's it. And I also did the inside. It's not looking very good at the moment. I should work on it. But anyway, it's still quite fun. Then I bought these files, which are really fun, I think, made by another collector friend, and I put them inside this glass, but they are all separate items, and it's the real file, and then everything you could imagine that's inside. So he's recreated stuff that you can see, but also stuff that you can imagine that you would see. And there I have a nice signed photo to me. And I really like Moonraker. I think the graphics and those were fantastic. And I was a kid when I saw it, so for me it was no problem that James Bond went to space. At that point, James Bond could have done anything, and I would have been quite happy with it. I got some watches and stuff that are related, and this and that. And then this is quite, I have to show because this is so nice. I got it. We actually did a nice trip to Switzerland, to Piz Gloria, to the party, on Her Majesty's Secret Service 50 years party, and I bought this nice Bollinger there, and had to then get the autographs, and I got the autographs of all actors, and there's John Glenn there, and we have George Lazenby and this and that. So this is quite nice. I'm probably not gonna drink it. Yeah, so basically that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. It's really fun to collect and do stuff, and people who are doing the same are really inspiring me also. And everything that's going on with James Bond Radio and David Zarisky's Bond experience and all the James Bond forums and collector forums and everything you guys post, it's really inspiring. So keep up that, and let's keep the good spirit going. Goodbye.